Hey everyone, welcome to my home and welcome to my channel at Ginger Can. My name is Brian, and today I've got a case of the drips. This is fairly common, especially in older homes. This house is about 20 years old. These probably have been replaced at least once, I hope. These things go bad. The rubber seals deteriorate over time. It's not super complicated to replace this. You will need a replacement valve. I have a valve removal tool because why not, but this isn't necessary. You'll need some silicone grease and a couple of screwdrivers, Phillips and a flat tip. First things first. This is not a sink, this is not a toilet. There is no individual shutoff valve for this. You have to turn your house water off. If you don't, it's gonna hurt and it's gonna get messy fast. I've already done that, so I'm gonna open up the sink here, and then I'll open up this valve and just drain the system. Okay, sink's drained, and this is more or less drained. So we'll get started. Removing this little cap requires a flat tip. There we go. And then we'll take it off with the Phillips. Pops right off. This is the hot water adjustment ring, and it fits in this. Should be fairly straight up and down. You take the collar off and remove this plate, again with the Phillips, and this should just pop right off. Okay, we're gonna take the old valve out. First thing you want to do is there's a little retaining clip here. You would need to pull that out, otherwise it's not going to come out. And to take the retaining clip out, I'm going to use a multi-tool, but a pair of pliers would work, and a flat tip screwdriver. My problem is my valve is inset to my wall too deep, and I can't get my multi-tool in there. There we go. Retaining clip out. And to use the valve removal tool, you've got this little nut that screws into the handle. First of all, you're going to want to line this up on its sides, and then this just tightens down into the screw hole. Now what you're supposed to do is tighten this down until it makes contact with the brass, and it's going to act like a gear puller if you've ever used one of those. So we just tighten this down, and it's going to pull up the valve. Like so. And that's the old valve. And there is water coming out of there because the system's still draining, but fortunately, most of it's fallen onto the tile. Use one of the cups that's in here, catch as much of that water as I can. And I will be right back because I apparently need a bandage. Seems like the water stopped. I just didn't want any mistakenly get into the drywall and then causing a mold problem. Now we take the new valve that does come with some silicone grease, but does not come with a retaining clip. If you look at the valve, you'll see an H and C, and you have to match that up with what you had here. Typically, hot is on the left, cold is on the right. You can reverse it if you flip it upside down. I wouldn't advise doing that. The silicone grease, you're going to want to put it on all the rubber parts here and around this ring. And that's going to help it slide into the valve assembly. Okay, again, make sure the orientation is correct and slide it on in all the way back. Oop. Gotta line it up. I can use this tool to do that. And we're lined up and in. There we go. Just take some convincing. That's fully seated. Now we can put the cover back on. Now you don't want to really crank down on these. These don't need to be super tight. Shroud. You gotta put the shroud back on. And then that. Now at this point, you can adjust how much hot water comes out by moving this around. I'm not going to do that. There are other videos on how to do that. Now we need to find that we're in the upright and locked position, which is awesome. New valves are in an open position, so we just screw it on and put the cap back on. So there you have it. Placed a shower valve, easy peasy. I did cut myself on the tile, and the only reason I'm bandaged up is because I was getting blood everywhere. So a couple of key tips. Remember to turn off the water to your house. You have to do that. There's no individual shutoff valve for this. 2, don't forget to take the retainer clip out first before you start yanking on the valve. You don't need to buy additional silicone grease. The Moen valves come with them, but they do not come with a new retaining clip. They do come with instructions, which would probably be beneficial. And if you don't have a valve puller, you can use this. It comes with the new valve. You put it on the old valve and you turn it 45 degrees. So not a full 90, just 45 degrees. And that should loosen up the valve enough to come out. Then you just take a pair of pliers and pull it out. But remember the retaining clip. Putting it back in, silicone grease on all the rubber parts, and just gently push it in. Don't try to force it, and then you put the retaining clip back in. And when you're done, turn the water back on, give it a test, and that's it. I've got 2 more to do. When one fails, they're all gonna fail, so I got a heck of a deal on these, practically half price. Ferguson, I love you, but 70 bucks for a valve is way too expensive. So that's all I got for you in this video. I appreciate you watching. If you're new to the channel, I am a stay-at-home father. I do a lot of DIY stuff. I learn along the way, and I try to show you that you can do this too. Because if I can do it, anyone can do it. I am not a professional anything. Check out some of my other videos. I have other DIY stuff, some construction stuff. I built some shelves, which are working really well. I love that I did that. Got some more videos coming up. I removed an oven and microwave and installed an oven and microwave. So that was a lot of fun. And then I replaced the old microwave with a hood, and there were some trials and tribulations with that, so check out those videos. And then I've got cooking videos and gardening videos and then whatnot. My boys sometimes get involved. They're not here right now, so that allows me to turn the water off completely so no one's running to the bathroom. And if those kind of videos interest you, consider subscribing. I have tried to do it once a week. That's not really possible on with my schedule, unfortunately, because I'm a one-man job. So not only do I do the work, I do the videos, and I have to edit the videos and get them uploaded. So it's just a lot of work, and it's far more work than I anticipated when I initially set out to do this channel. Once you are subscribed, hit the notification bell, because I am not very consistent, so that you'll be notified when I upload videos. It's generally going to be on a Saturday, just not every Saturday. For those of you that are subscribed to me still, I appreciate you. I really do. You stuck with me through the summer where it was a dead spot for me video-wise, and I really appreciate you coming back. Now I'm going to go knock out those 2 other valves. Hopefully I don't cut my other fingers, and we'll go from there. So again, thanks for watching. I will catch you in the next video.